Good morning. Good morning to everyone in the room and everyone online. Thank you for joining me in meditation this morning. I am Michelle Coleman, and I will be leading meditation this morning, and I thought today we would do mindful meditation, something you can do throughout the day, or just choose one day a week, just to get present in the now moment. So we will practice this morning. And it allows your mind, body, and spirit to get in alignment, no distractions. Pay attention to how you feel before we start this meditation and compare that to how you feel at the end. I will allow you time to write when we are done, just in case some important things were revealed. Because you are quiet, the brain tends to remind you of things you forgot, things that are important to take care of. Just say thank you. Don't get distracted. And come back to the now moment. In the end, I promise you'll be able to write it down. So feel the floor pushing back on your feet. Feel the chair supporting you as you relax. As we open ourselves to this now moment, releasing the thoughts, the worries, the concerns that consume us throughout the days and the week. Yes, I heard that deep breath. Can we take this moment to say, I am here now, and to be open to the gift of the present. As we open ourselves to unseen forces surrounding the throne of power, beauty, and might, we throw about ourselves protection found in the thought of the Christ. And with that, I invite you to throw about yourself white light like a caterpillar in a cocoon, from head, wrapping it all the way around your body, down through your feet. And breathing in, we silently say in your head, breathing in. And as you breathe out, silently say, breathing out. So it's breathing in and breathing out. All your thoughts will be on your breath. As your breathing begins to get more shallow, you won't be able to say breathing in and breathing out. So then you'll just say in and out. And starting together, breathing in and breathing out. And breathing in and breathing out. And now I leave you in the silence as you focus just on your breath, with breathing in and breathing out. And breathing in and breathing out. And as we begin to come back I'll give you a few moments to write what came forward in the silence. Things that need to be addressed and taken care of. And I invite you throughout the week to choose moments when you can go into mindful breathing. Just breathing in and breathing out. And now we have about 10 minutes before the start of service.
Good morning, Rio Grande Center for Spiritual Living.
Good morning.
It was fair. It was fair. Let's do it again, though, because how great it is that we're all here, right? Good morning, Rio Grande Center for Spiritual Living.
Good morning.
Oh, thank you, thank you, thank you. So good to be here. Oh, let me just get centered for a minute. There's a lot going on today. Okay, all right. So I want to welcome you. My name is Robin Rice Olmsted. I am a practitioner emeritus here and everywhere. Everywhere I am, that's who I am. So my pronouns are she and her. And I'm so grateful that everyone is joining us today. Those of you online, those of you here in person, it's great to be with you. First of all, I want to thank all of our In-service people. I want to begin with gratitude because there's so much gratitude for all that's going on here and all the people serving, our beautiful Cheryl Ray and Jennifer Wilmer, and Carmela is back there holding the high watch, and Liz is at the door being the face of God, just shining brightly. And there's so many more people that do such great volunteer service, and including our volunteer of the month, Grace Williams Cox. And if you want to do service, you too could become volunteer of the month. Right? What an honor, right? All you need to do is see the shiny, bright lady with the red hair over there, Carol Ann Armijo. And she will guide you towards service. And there's so many ways to serve, and we appreciate all that you do for Solid Grounds, and all that you do for all of the things that we do here. So, again, if you're joining us online, you can click on closed captioning if you need that for assistance. And just know that even if you're online, we're together, and together we are transforming the world through love and power and action. So, our musical inspiration today is none other than Susan Clark.
Thank you. Thank you.
I know, it's kind of like a reunion. We haven't seen Susan Clark or Reverend Gill in a long time. It's kind of nice. Or me. So I want to start with an announcement from the Spirit Bound Bookstore that this September, my artist of the month is Julie Stouffer and her jewelry. And all of the jewelry is 20% off. And that's off the CSL jewelry, the copper healing bands, the prayer beads, the healing stone bands. So you could finish your holiday shopping in one stop. So also, I want to let you know that on October 4th, the bookstore is featuring Tamara Williams and the Joy of Urban Sketching from 9:30 to 12:30. And today is the last day to sign up. And I'm so excited that now we're not going out of town and we can sign up. And so just remember that it's the last day to register. You can register for the event in the bookstore or by clicking on the QR code, or talk to Gilbert and he'll get you hooked up because that's what he does. Also, I want to remind you about the community cookbook. We need your recipes, and you don't want to miss out on getting your recipe in there and honoring great Grandma Julia and whatever she cooked up that touched your heart. So share it with us and make sure you get those to Brian Kurtz. And what else do I have to say? There's going to be a new member orientation coming up in the next couple of weeks. There will be one on a Tuesday evening, and there will also be one on Thursday morning online, so you'll be able to join from wherever you are. Also this Friday at Solid Grounds, Las Flores del Valle are performing. And they are a group that we've heard great things about. You want to say anything about them?
Well, they do what they call border music. It's not really Spanish, it's not Mexican, it is border music. And Carol and Layla are partners, and they also front this band. They're going to be bringing a percussionist with them, and they'll have stand-up bass and guitar and lots of really interesting music for us. So please come.
Sounds like
music.
dancing.
It's dancing, Margie. Dancing music.
I have a feeling that wherever Margie is, there's dancing.
That's true. Whether there's music or not. Right?
Right? All right. And Michelle's class will also be today. Is that correct? Today at 12:15 ish. So grab your food in the social hall and then join Michelle for her circle. And I want to thank Michelle Coleman for leading us in our meditation, licensed Unity teacher. She will also be the celebration assistant today. And Carmela will be holding high watch. And you are well taken care of and surrounded by those that are holding this place of love. So thank you all for being a part of that. and I'm complete.
Me, right? Okay. Good morning, Center for Spiritual Living. I am Michelle Coleman. I will be your celebration assistant this morning. And I am so grateful for this opportunity for each and every one of you as we open up and experience the truth of who we are, an intimate expression of all that is ever present in this now moment and through and as each of us. And as we come together, my experience is you express that truth, that love, that presence, and I feel it. When I am with you in the sanctuary, when I am with you in fellowship, when I am with you in classes, and I give thanks for who you are showing up as. And I see you being open this morning to receiving the message of guidance and truth that then we can take out into our world and live and connect with others in this expression of truth. And for this grateful moment, I say, and so it is.
Thank you, Michelle. I believe we're going to have an opening congregational song, if you'd please stand. And this, I know you woke up this morning and you said, boy, I hope Susan does a new song today. Because we're kind of getting tired of all the ones she does. So I heard that telepathically, and here it is. Okay, so follow me. I have faith, I pray faith, I choose faith, I am faith. I have faith, I pray faith, I choose faith, I am faith. I have hope, I pray hope, I choose hope, I am hope. I have hope, I pray hope, I choose hope, I am hope. When I trust and I let go, I know all is well. I have love, I pray love, I choose love, I am love. I have love, I pray love, I choose love, I am love. You are love, we are love, all God's children are love. You are love, we are love, all God's children are love. When I trust and I let go, I know all is well. When I trust and I let go, I know all is well. Thank you.
Thank you, Susan. Thank you so much. Good morning, everyone.
Good morning.
Good morning, Gil. Somebody knew my name already. I'm Gil. Happy to be here. My pronouns are he and him, and I am, wow. Does somebody have something this morning that they could say about hope? Or something they're hopeful for? What is that? I'm going to start right there today. Here we go. We got one. Margie's always game.
Okay, okay. I just found out my sister, oops, let's see.
It's on.
Okay, thank you so much. I just found out my younger sister is coming to visit in November, and she has not been here for a while. She's a jazz singer, has written books, and I want her to meet Susan. And anyway, I'm hopeful that the things that she and I have problems on will just dissolve. Yeah, thank you.
Thank you. Well, if she gets out of line, take her skiing.
Yeah, there we go.
You know. Yeah. Somebody else have their hand up? John did. Okay, I thought somebody over here did.
Stand up. I have a desire for peace and tranquility in our political situation.
Indeed, amen. Peace and tranquility. Am I going the wrong spaces here? Hope. So hope is that thing we look forward to. We have a vision of, we see possibility. Now, I should mention that I know when Cheryl Ray walked in this morning, she was not hoping for a ceiling that had fallen in. However, that's what she found. So this side over here, you may notice, has a couple tiles out. They were on the floor. The water comes all the way out to where the chairs are there. And so she and I had a fun time, and then Jennifer came and joined us in the fun of cleaning up and moving things. That's not to mention the fact that our internet is down because of the one in the closet. So we have one down in the closet too. So, and of course the one in the storeroom is just a little tiny puddle, and it doesn't matter. But yeah, there's one in the storeroom too in the back. But well, here's the deal. What difference does it make? They're re-roofing. They're putting a new roof on. It doesn't make a big difference. So with that, just introduce what we always anchor ourselves in, even in the midst of whatever's happening, whatever's appearing. And first of all, that is, there is one life and one energy and one spirit everywhere present in the world, sometimes known as God, sometimes known as many other things. But it's only one force. And we know that we can allow ourselves to be in presence of that force, to have spirit within us when we connect through our meditation, through our prayer, through our community, through our having a good time and fun. All of those things connect us together with that. We also know that had we had a really bad attitude about the ceiling this morning, it would have been a really big deal. But it wasn't, because we just said, oh, well, I guess we should sweep this up and throw it away. So thinking, what we decide in our minds makes a big difference in our lives. So we have that co-creative power of creating what's next through our thinking. And we also, of course, know that there is only love. So whether it looks like love or it doesn't quite look like love, we know that it is love because that is the one power. And finally, each one of us is whole, perfect, and complete, right where we are. We may be reacquainting ourselves with our perfection. We may be allowing our perfection to express itself more greatly, but that is who we are ultimately. We were not a mistake. So, knowing that, I want us to bless one another. If we have anybody new with us today, I don't see anybody who's brand new today. So if you're new online, please receive this from us. And what we'd like to do is rub our hands together and send out this bit of love to one another, to everyone online, and say, we see you. We see you. We know who you really are. We see your love. We see your smiles. And we are grateful for you. Welcome home. And now, with much drama, Michelle will come forward. And I believe we're going to do the vision and mission today first, just FYI. It'll be up there. Yeah.
All right. So I invite you to join me in our vision and mission statement together. We are transforming our world with the power of love in action. And our mission statement: we love all creation through spiritual growth and service, always staying true to our highest self. Yes. And the reading this morning is from The Seat of the Soul by Gary Zukav. A thought is energy or light that has been shaped by consciousness. No form exists without consciousness. There is light, and there is the shaping of light by consciousness. This is creation. Energy continually pours through you, entering at the top of your head and descending downward through your body. You are not a static system. You are a dynamic being of light that at each moment informs the energy that flows through you. You do this with each thought, with each intention. The light that flows through your system is universal energy. It is the light of the universe. You give that light form. I invite you to take that in, the silence, for just a few minutes and allow that to move through you. You are the light that gives that energy form.
I'm someone trying to live a good life, trying to feel alright, trying to sleep at night. I'm somebody who gets it wrong, who never stays long, who never says bye. Sometimes you gotta go in alone. Oh, have a little hope. If I fall, if I have to learn to suffer and lose it all, if I have to let it go when my best feels like a joke, still I have a little hope. Telling lies, telling old wife tales like my mother said to make it feel better. Bent the truth cause I'm losing my mind. I've been dragging myself into Armageddon. But before that's all that I know, I have a little hope. If I fall, if I have to learn to to suffer and lose it all, if I have to let it go when my best feels like a joke, still I have a little hope. It's dark. When it's dark, when it's a world full of lonely shadows, and in your heart nothing makes sense, when you try and when you choke, still have a little hope. Oh yeah. Words get lost, get hard to hear. Good intentions disappear. Hang on to that rope and have a little hope. Oh, so much, too much going on. So much, too much started going wrong. Learning what I broke, still I have a little hope. Oh yeah. If I fall, if I have to learn to suffer and lose it all, if I have to let it go when my best feels like a joke, still I have a little hope. When it's dark, when it's a world of lonely shadows, and in your heart nothing's making sense, when you try, oh, and when you choke, still have a little hope. Words get lost, get hard to hear. Good intentions disappear. Hang on to that rope and have a little hope. Words get lost, get hard to hear. Good intentions, they may disappear. Hang on to that rope. Have a little hope, have a little hope. So much, too much started going wrong. Oh, I'm learning what I broke. Still, amidst it all, you know I have a little hope. Hang on to that road and have a little hope. Thank you.
Oh, thank you, Susan. Thank you so much. Oh my gosh, those do not work that way. Woo! Well, I misplaced my cheap glasses, and I found these that I'd gotten. They're actually prescription. They work a lot better, except if you wear them wrong, and then they don't work right at all. You got to keep them down on your nose, like that. Oh my goodness. So, had a little thought about hope. What is it? What does it mean? You know, I had a little disagreement with my lovely spouse the other day regarding hope. We were talking, and we worked with the same topic on our show this week. And I said, you know, hope is kind of, it can be one of those things that we use as kind of an excuse to not really put any effort into anything, or to not really think about what's possible or what's really happening, because we say, well, I hope that'll happen. You know, I really hope I'll get a new car someday. You know, we kind of put it off. And she said, no. No, that's not what we're talking about. Hope is that thing that where we see the possibility. When we can see the possibility, we can begin to allow ourselves to move through the now to get to it. It's sort of that bridge between that space in affirmative prayer where we're knowing what is, and when we're kind of not quite there yet, but we're seeing the possibility and we know we can get there. And the only way we can get to that certainty is to believe it's possible. We can't get to the certainty if we don't have a space in which we can anchor what's possible. So in looking into possibilities, I found some stuff that you might be interested in, and I know Darlene is going to love it. She was here yesterday, we talked. Quantum openness. Oh my goodness. There's a key shift in physics that happened in the first 3 decades of this century. So it continues on, right? We know about that. We know that it exploded the concept of a fully deterministic universe. A deterministic universe. That's because originally, in terms of physics, the early physicians, that's not right, the early physicists, thank you, Isaac Newton, etc., if we know enough about the causes, then we'll know what the effect will be. If we know enough about the causes, we'll know what the effect will be. And quantum said, the natural world is not deterministic. In fact, it's probabilistic, and thus improvisational. So it's probabilistic, meaning that there are many choices. There are many choices. And nothing is determined until we show up in the picture and make the choice. So, a gentleman by the name of Jason Cole shared what he spoke about at his son's memorial. His son had been killed at 23. And he talked about quantum physics. And he said, you know, in the idea of quantum physics, particles exist in a cloud of probability until the moment they're observed, at which place they collapse into a particular point. Okay. So what could be has now become what is. And he goes on to say, our lives are similar. We walk toward an infinite cloud of potential futures, every moment transforming possibility into fact. And once we've done that, once the moment has passed, all of those other possibilities are gone. We are simply left with what is. Sometimes that's amazing, and sometimes it's not. But a fact doesn't care how we feel about it. Now, I think a lot of people could learn something from that statement, don't you think? Just because we don't like it doesn't make it not a fact. And that is a fascinating point to me, because what they're both talking about is this idea that the possibilities are endless. And it's that understanding that there's possibility constantly in front of us that allows us to be in a space of positive hopefulness. So, I'm sorry, I want to go back here for a second. So, according to the science of hope, which is a whole bunch of information that's been put together, that what are the benefits of hope, do you suppose? Anybody?
You can imagine a new future.
You can imagine a new future.
Not giving up.
Not giving up. What's that? Joy. Joy. It promotes well-being, happiness, and life satisfaction. All the things you just said in different words, right? And get this, it helps your mental health. Now, is that not what we say about our thinking? That our thinking changes our life? Basically the same thing. It's how we're thinking about those facts and what's coming up next that changes, that allows the possibility to collapse into something that we're looking for. So physical health, chronic diseases, students' performance, all those things are affected by positive, hopeful attitudes. Now that's good, but what about in a community? How does hope for a community affect things? Have you ever been somewhere where you walked around and you thought, oh my God, what's going on here? And I used to, I lived in a space in LA for a while, and I would go to the grocery store, and the parking lot was always full of trash and garbage, and it felt so depressing. It felt depressing, and I realized, my God, how can anyone in this environment have hope for what's next? Or how can anyone with hope promote this environment? Because if we have hope, we trust that by doing something, we're moving things forward. And if we're living in a space without hope, then we are resigned to whatever appears before us. So we give up our power, our activity, our participation in what's coming. Because the other factor of hope is, they list out the three things. You have to see the possibility. You have to have a goal. You have to identify something you're looking for. So that's one of the first things you have to have, is that goal. You also have to have motivation to reach it. And then ultimately you have to have what's the word I want? I don't know what the word is I want, but I'll tell you later. The first two are really important. But you have to have that vision, that potential vision, and then that motivation to get there. And that's where the hope is. That's the idea of hope. And when we lose a picture of possibility, when we lose that, and when we lose our motivation, and then we stop living into hope. And then, as it says, our health declines, our abilities to thrive decline, our mental capacity declines, everything declines. So I guess hope is kind of important after having looked at this. Maybe my wife was right. I don't know. It's possible. It's very possible. So I found this. The Institute of Noetic Sciences had a class that said that this was the advertisement for the class. Hope can be learned. Several different hope workouts are known to support optimism and future orientation. And they can work for you. In each hope workout, you will laugh and learn. So like anything, we practice, right? We practice our hope. We practice thinking differently. We practice looking at what are we looking toward? What is out there, and what am I motivated to be about in order to go there? And so sometimes I think that, for instance, John, you mentioned the political situation. I think it's hopeless. And John just stood up and said, I have hope for peace and whatever else you said that was important, but, bringing the people together, that we would have some kind of congruence, some kind of something where we met. And that space of seeing that possibility and continuing to see that possibility is us acknowledging that the universe has this entire palette of possibilities out in front of us. And the fact doesn't solidify until we participate in it. And then it becomes a fact. It condenses to that point. So we are agents of change through hope. And our job, I believe, is as humans, as people, is to bring that vision of possibility, that vision of something that is good for all, to bring that vision forth, to stand in that. Now, the first place we have to stand in that is with ourselves. Because I know, and as this gentleman I referred to, speaking at his son's memorial, referred to, that's not always easy, because some things look pretty bleak. And we have a lot of emotions and a lot of things that run through us. But what allows us to move through those things is knowing that the possibilities continue. That's one of the things hope gives us, is resilience. Resilience allows us to walk through the things that seem impossible, about the facts that have condensed into a point we really don't like, and then be able to open up to what's possible. But because we can see the possibility, we aren't stuck in the fact. So hope is about not being stuck in the facts, not being stuck in what has been, but going forth into the possibility. One of the things I read talked about the idea that the universe every day offers, the gift of the universe is offering the possibility in a new day, in a new future. Every moment is offering all these possibilities because it's constantly creating. And so all of us are in this space where things are constantly moving. And the gift is that we get to be a part of it. We get to embrace it. We get to live in it. So the other day, I shared this a little bit on Friday night, but Robin and I were doing working in a classroom with some kids, and I met a little girl named Hope. And she inspired me in terms of this whole topic, because she was one of the brightest lights in the room that I've ever seen. She was so happy, and she was so thrilled to be seen, and she was so thrilled to participate. And she's in a room mostly with kids that were about twice or three times her age. She didn't care. That's okay. I'm going for it. But you could see that all she could see was the possibility of what laid before her. She was so excited about all the things that could be. Whether it was grabbing a book, or whether it was playing the game and throwing the beach ball, or whatever it was. She was there. And I just invite us to think about, when we kind of can personify something, it helps us see it. And for me, it was this little girl. And so I invite you to find your own hope that helps you see that and hold on to that fact that there is possibility all the time. And when we walk in that hope, we are blessed, truly. And we are a blessing. We become the blessing. So you ready to be a blessing? Yes. Okay, all right. Well, turn to your neighbor and say, I bless you. Turn to another neighbor and say, you're blessing me. Your presence blesses me. Ah. Whew. How's that feel? Feels kind of good, doesn't it? All right. So as we just remember this fact that we are blessing one another all the time, I want to take this into prayer and just anchor it for us so that our practitioners and ministers that want to surround the room, please do. Just a symbol of how we're held at all times. And we move into this place of knowing that in fact the one life that is everywhere is present right here, right now, in, as, and through each one, that we are inextricably connected both to one another and to this one, because it is the fact that this one expresses itself uniquely as each one of us that holds us together. We're not separate. We are unique in how we show up, but we are all of the same stuff. And so as this stuff comes together, as all of these possibility particles of each one of us are flying around, we condense into points where when we stop and look, we condense into a point of fact. And the more we can condense that into that point of hope, the more we can thrive, the more we feel positive, the more we see the possibility in our lives and in others. So I'm knowing right here and right now that there is nothing beyond our ability, nothing outside of what is, nothing that would stop us from moving forward unless we do. So I'm declaring right here and right now that we are walking in a space of moving forward. We are seeing the possibility. We are knowing that our being called forward is always met with the perfect energy and possibility to allow it to come forth. And we don't have to make it happen. We don't have to create it. We have to show up. We have to show up and be all that we already are. We have to have that attitude of little children like Hope, who just shows up, and you know that she's completely authentic and completely present. And I know this is the truth of who each one of us is. And so I right now declare that we walk in this world with that curiosity, with that vision of probability and possibility, just as we did when we were very first here. That everything is an adventure. Everything is something that is just an opportunity. Everything is the place for us to figure out how our gifts can make it happen, if you will, can contribute to its outpicturing, can contribute to the manifestation of what we're seeing. So in this moment, I know that Spirit is constantly present as us, that each and every one of us, in our bodies, in our minds, we have total and perfect outpicturing of Spirit. That there is nothing lacking within any one of us. That always love is expressing through each one of us, as each one of us. And as we walk this walk, we see each other as whole, perfect, and complete, regardless of what the appearance is, regardless of what our thoughts are, regardless of what somebody else says. We hold one another in that space and we see the truth of who they are. And that is wonderful created being right where they are. And so as we hold that and we hold it for each other, we know that is the truth for ourselves as well. And so I'm grateful for this, grateful to know this. And I release this word right now, knowing that it is already done. And so it is. Thank you, practitioners. Thank you.
Why be afraid if I'm not alone? Though life is never easy, the rest is unknown. Up to now it's been hands against stone. Spend each and every moment searching for what to believe. Coming out of the dark, I finally see the light now, it's shining on me. Coming out of the dark, I know the love that saved me is sharing with me. Starting again is part of the plan, and I'll be so much stronger holding your hand. Step by step I'll make it through, I know I can. It may not make it easier, but I have felt you near all the way. Coming out of the dark, I finally see the light now, it's shining on me. See the light, see the light, see the light. Coming out of the dark, I know the love that saved me is sharing with me. Forever, forever, I stand on the rock of your love. Forever, forever, oh, can't nobody stop me now. Forever, forever, I stand on the rock of your love. Love is all it takes, no matter what we face. Coming out of the dark, I finally see the light now, and it's shining on me. See the light, see the light, see the light, see the light coming out of the dark. Finally see the truth now, it's your love that saved me, and you're sharing it with me right now. And forever, forever, I stand on the rock of your love. Forever, forever, oh, can't nobody stop me now. Forever, forever, I stand on the rock of your love. Love is all it takes, no matter what we face. Coming out of the dark, I finally see the light now, and it's shining on me. See the light, do you see the light? Can you open open your eyes, see the light coming out of the dark. I know the love that saved me, you're sharing with me. Coming out of the dark.
I was going to ask you to play some more, but I couldn't figure out which part.
Okay, well, think about it. We still have time.
Okay, all right, very good. Thank you, Susan. That was beautiful. Thank you. Let's give her some more love. Good. So this is the time when we get to bring our gifts forward. You know, we stay together as a community, and each one of us serves in the hope that all of it continues to grow and become what it really can be. And so I am just grateful for all of you and your hope, your intention, your willingness to see that through. So thank you very much. So we're going to take out our gifts if we have them, place them on our hearts. We can give via all kinds of ways. People have already given from home, I know. But each gift is important. So let's pray our prayer of abundance. I am grateful for the generosity flowing through this community. As we give, we know that abundance is unlimited. Love is unending and gives our rights freely. These gifts bless our minister, our administrator, and our spiritual home, returning to each giver multiplied. Together, we are prosperous, we are sustained, and we thrive as one. And so it is. So if you'd like to come forward, baskets are here, and you're going to share something with us.
Gratitude before me, gratitude behind me, gratitude to the left of me, gratitude to the right of me, a gratitude above me, gratitude below me, gratitude within me, gratitude all around me. I'm so grateful, 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 I'm so grateful.
I'm so grateful.
Sing, Gil.
I'm so grateful. I'm so grateful. I'm so grateful.
Oh, I'm so grateful.
I'm so grateful. I'm so grateful.
I'm so grateful.
And so it is.
I'm so grateful for each of you and for Reverend Gill for his message this morning. Thank you. Thank you so much. I felt that hope redirect my thoughts of something I'm experiencing, and I'm hoping that you all had that experience as well. So thank you. Oh, it has been such a pleasure to be here. As I said at the beginning, to do service with you all today. Just lights my heart, my soul, gives me hopefulness for going forward and what is next. So I look forward to celebrating and fellowship with you. And before that, we have a prayer that in the prayer garden, if you'd like to see a practitioner, you have light them. It could be something that you're grateful for as well as a request, a prayer request. There are also prayer requests if you'd like to write it in the prayer box in the back. And please, I look forward to connecting with you and hearing how service connected with you or inspired you, or how we can serve and support one another in fellowship this afternoon. So thank you all for celebrating today.
I think we can do this today. Let's try to circle up. A big old circle. And if you prefer not to be in the circle, that's okay. You're still in the circle whether you're physically in the circle or you're not. And if you prefer not to hold hands, just put your hand on your heart, and we will bless that as well. All right, it's looking pretty good. I'm reminded of putting dominoes up together. I don't know. Here we go. Let there be peace on earth, and let it begin with me. Let there be peace on earth, the peace that was meant to be, with God as our creator, family all are we. Let us walk with each other in perfect harmony. Yes, their peace begins with me. Let this be the moment now. With every step I take, let this be my joyous vow, to take each moment and live each moment in peace eternally. Let there be peace on earth, and let it begin with me.
So let us take this affirmation out. I am the seeker. I am the seeker. Say it with me. I am the seeker. I am the sought.
I am the sought.
We are one.
We are one.
I am the seeker and the sought. That's the message.
Right. Thank you. Okay.